So in this video, we're going to be covering how to train your own AI voice model. Okay, so first thing you're gonna want to do is Google RVC trainer. GitHub should come up. Start it on the wiki. We can just go to code, go to releases, the latest release. And depending on if you have an NVIDIA graphics card or an AMD or an Intel graphics card, choose accordingly. So NVIDIA, go ahead and get that. Okay, so once you get this 5.5 gigabyte zip file downloaded, you can use some compression software, WinRAR or 7-zip, and you can extract it to a folder with the same name. This might take a bit of time, maybe 5 minutes. Okay, now that that's done, we can go into the folder and go to Go Web Bat. And this should run the web UI locally for us. And we should be able to see it in our web browser. Takes a bit of time to start up. And there we go. So before we can train a voice model, though, we have to obviously have a source. And yeah, a source of a voice to train. So gonna have to work on that. Okay, so we'll need a source for our voice, and this is what we'll be using. Franklin D. Roosevelt for freedom speech. This one. Okay, so let's just go ahead and make a new repo. REC files to block. And in here, I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. Okay, now that we have our source, we're gonna want to take this video and make it into just an audio file, and we can just do that with VSDC, right? Well, yeah, gonna asking for step before they'll let me make a project, but I already had it. Okay, so we're gonna want to cut out silence in the end if no one's talking. All right, it should just be his voice.
Mr. Speaker, members of the 77th Congress.
Ignorance.
President,
Ain't enough. Let's go ahead and cut that. Let's see if we got anything unnecessary. Probably not, right?
concept.
Oh, clapping.
There
I want
can
that.
be no end save victory. Save victory.
Click it off. Okay, now that we've done that, we just need to export the audio. Come here, export audio, and we're gonna just want to export it as a WAV file. Okay, so now we have our WAV file, but it has that old, tiny, grainy background noise.
Speaker, members of the 77th Congress.
The only thing we'll have to do is just remove the background noise. So one way that we can do that is we can use Audacity. It's free to use and it's open sourced. Trying to stick to free and open source whenever possible. Audacity. And it's been around for a long time. Wanted to download Audacity. If you just click this button, it'll come with the Muse Hub, and that'll be this whole thing where you can download a bunch of other things aside from Audacity. But if you're just interested in Audacity, you would just click this to download it, and then you can install it. But I already have it, so I'm not going to do that again. So we can open Audacity. Okay, now that we have Audacity installed and we just want to clean up the background noise, I think AI does a pretty good job of that. You can go to Effect, AI Effects. It'll take you to here where you can download Open Vino AI plugins. You just want to download that and install it. Everything that comes with is fine, and I'm definitely not an expert, but it gives you enough of what you need to at least clean the background noise. Okay, now that that's done, should be able to go to Edit and Preferences. Not sure if we got the restart first. Modules. It's not Mod Open Vino, and we just want to enable this. And I believe we have to restart. Yeah, because under effect, it would be down here at the bottom, and it's not. We do that, and then we can restart. So we close Audacity, open it again. And now we see our open Vino effects. So we take our fuzzy audio, put that in here. And we want to highlight the whole thing. So we click into it and press Control A. It highlights everything. Go to Effect, open Vino AI effects, and we want to do noise suppression. Seems like it only detects the CPU. It would be nice if it could use the GPU, but whatever. Just hit apply. Depending on how long the audio file is, that's how long this process is going to take. But and I think the first time that you ever actually do it, it has to actually download the model. So I'm not sure if it's actually doing that. I run through everything on my other account to try to learn how and then come on here and hoping that it's completely fresh, but that's not always it. Okay, so now we play it and listen to it.
Mr. Speaker, members of the 77th Congress. I address you, the members of this new Congress.
Can you compare that to what we
Speaker,
had?
members of the 77th Congress.
So obviously it's much cleaner now. So now we can go to File and we can export our audio, export to the computer. Just do it here and we'll call it FDR reduced 2. And so now we have export. So now we have some clean audio that we can actually use. So just prepping our data. they think that it's also worth noting that, all of these, like if we were just to go look for, I don't know, AI audio enhancer or something, or background remover or anything, the main point is that most of these, or pretty much all of these, tools all use the same free to use and open source AI models, right? So paying to use any of it doesn't make any sense. I would highly discourage anyone for paying to use something that none of these other people are paying to use. So I just wanted to make that point. Okay, so the last thing that we're going to have to do to actually prepare our data set is to take this, well, basically 40 minutes of audio and chop it up into 10-second pieces. One good way to do that is with Audio Slicer, which is also free to use and open source. Audio Slicer, GitHub by Fluty Deer. Go to releases or scroll down. There's a link right here for Windows. For Mac and Linux, there's a pip install command that you can use. It takes you to the same place. Click this, and we just got this. Got my executable. Okay, so we'll go ahead and add our reduce to it. Or show minimum length. Minimum length is 5 seconds, like 5 to 10 seconds. Minimum, I don't know, hop size 10. Maximum length. Oh, maximum silence length. How long it can be quiet. I think it's mostly fine, but yeah. Output directory. You're gonna want it to be the same. Go here and select the output directory, and that should basically be it. Wait a minute. Now let's make a folder. Um, call it data set and do that. That way it's not no, put like a bunch of files in there. That would be a mess. Okay, that's better. Now, and you wait for that, and it should run through it. Yep, fairly quickly. Now we've got a lot, a lot of tiny pieces. And these are the pieces that we can actually use to train our AI
and much
voice
strength
model.
from the things which have been done to make its people conscious.
Okay, now that we've got all that done now, we can actually attempt to train it. So we'll come over to the train tab. If you have anything that's still in Chinese, I think you can, I don't think you have to necessarily click here, but translate to English, see if it, or there we go. Just in case you see any Chinese, it's like not readable. Okay, so we need name for the project. Let's call it FDR 3-2. Hopefully that is fine. For doing this, I just put everything to its highest settings. There is some pitch guidance, which is required for singing, optional for speech, but you might as well use it. The number of CPUs you as many as you got. Um, then we need to get the path for our oops, path for our data set, which we have here. Just need to point it that way. There we go. Specify the speaker singer ID, and there's only one, but I don't even know if this is here last time, but there's only one person, so I'll just leave that alone. And this goes through the data output information. Okay, download. So it looks like it is doing this stuff where we have our, so I just left this in downloads. We could have put this, extract this over to repos, but did not because of in logs. Logs. Yeah, I think it's in here. Okay, these are the processed files that it will use. It took ours and it stuck it there, I guess. Okay. Use CPU to extract picture. Index is 0. There's my 1080 Ti. I think that this is supposed to say RMDPE, but it might have gotten messed up when it tried to translate it from Chinese. It didn't need to translate it, but um, RMDPE is like, I think, the highest quality, so gonna want that. Only got one GPU, blah blah. So I think just go to this button next. Run. Oh, you can't go lower than 20. Oh, cool. Can't go lower than 2. I just want to make sure this is done. Don't be explicit about it. Now it's still talking. Yeah, I definitely want to be sure it's done. Been a while since oh, is it going through all of them? It's going through the 168, 38 too. Let's go look at that. And here, see, it's adding more folders in the logs. I think that's where the features at 38 too. So maybe it's this far. Still doing other stuff. But yeah, gotta wait for this to stop doing things. Yeah, RVNTE is the best in each. It eats better. I was calling is best quality, and it will eat your CPU and GPU. So you gotta watch out for that. Okay, it says all feature done. I think that's all you want, and then you can actually train it. So if we recall from the voice models that the voicemodels.com with the original Franklin D. Roosevelt that you could grab, that one was 200 epochs, and the one that I trained, I had actually trained up to 1,000, which is like the most, and that took like 44 hours. Obviously, not going to do that for these instructions, and it also saves. That way, if you need to recontinue the training, it'll just start from where you left off. Save only the latest to the disk space. I think that tries to make it go faster. Cache, follow loss, every small final model waits at each save point. So I guess that's it. So now we have to train the model and the index. And I believe you could do all of this stuff with this one-click training if you just click this button here instead of clicking through all of them. Okay, let's try to actually train the model now. Hopefully 2 epochs doesn't take too long. And actually, doesn't this somewhere? Somebody's moving somewhere. Okay, so that was able to finish 2 epochs, 2 training cycles. So now that we have the model, that path file train, we're going to need the model.index file train. So this would be the last thing we'd have to do. Okay, so now we have to get our index file and our path file. So let's just say new folder in here. Oh, but we weren't here. In here, and we'll just drag them in here. So if we go in here where we extracted the folder and downloads and go to logs, FDR3-2, we want this added file. This is our index file. Just copy and paste that in there. And now if we want the path file, You go here, go to assets, weights, and this is our path file. So these are the only two files that we need to actually be able to add it to our Okada voice changer. So we come here, then we come here. It's an RVC type. Select the model, just this one. Wait, nope. And here, this .path file is our model, and the index file, it is this one. I imagine it doesn't sound too goose, too good, but so yeah, this is the 1000 epoch one that I trained. This is the 200 epoch one from
this web. It has a fuzziness in the background, which makes me think that they didn't do anything to remove the fuzziness out of whatever they took the sound from. And then we got the one that we just did, which is this one, which there's only two epochs. Go from 1000 epochs to 200 down to 2. You can only imagine what it sounds like. Let's find out. Alan sounds like this. Currently hear it since I'm recording and throwing my audio out to a virtual cable, but yeah, you can imagine it doesn't sound as good. But yeah, no, if you wanted to train your own voice model, that is exactly how you would go about it. I mean, I'm sure there are people that can give you way better pointers. I literally only did it once, just to get something that didn't have all that fuzziness in the background, but yeah, no.
yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to train your own voice model, though, so yeah, I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.